Now, we have a couple.
All right, here we go.
Football, baseball, and everything sports in the Inland Empire. Welcome to the Inland Sports Show with Pep Fernandez on Fox Sports Radio 1350 AM. Now, here's Pep.
Bringing in the big guns on this Saturday. We've got a huge lineup, and we got to get right to it. I'm just going to tell you, just lay out the show because it's going to be huge. We've got Cody Kessler, quarterback from USC, calling in just a couple minutes. We've got Kenny Clark, star defensive tackle from UCLA, the product of Carter High School right here in Rialto. A lot of baseball chatter as well. An exclusive interview with Angels pitcher Jered Weaver and also Aaron Brooks, the newest member of the Oakland A's. He will make his Oakland debut tonight, getting the start against the Cleveland Indians. And Aaron Brooks came over in a trade with the Kansas City Royals. He's from Cajon High School, the pride of Cal State San Bernardino. So we've got those guys as well. And, if there could be an and, David Zink will be calling in live and amplified from Minnesota, where Taijuan Walker of the Seattle Mariners tossed a gem, world-famous intern Angel, complete game one-hitter.
There's one thing we don't have, and it's David Zink in here, and we do miss him dearly.
We certainly do miss him, but he's going to be calling in live and breaking down that Taijuan Walker outing, man.
Working hard, David Zink.
He was at the game last night, more as a fan, but then we saw what Taijuan Walker did. We're like, dude, you got to call in, man. We need a live report from Minnesota because that was unbelievable. The show brought to you by Adrenaline Athletic Training in Corona. We appreciate their support. They've been with us since day one. And Spoiled. Quick quality oil change right here in Riverside. And we've been talking about getting Bill Navigado here in studio from Spoiled. Give a talk, little car talk maybe. Get your oil change. It's hot out there.
Nuts and bolts, you know?
Nuts and bolts, man. That's how we break it down here on the Inland Sports Show, Fox Sports Radio 1350 AM. Before Cody Kessler calls in from USC, I do want to give a quick shout out because I got a very interesting message in the last couple of days, and I've been waiting to share this news. I don't know how this happened, but I've been asked to be on the Riverside Sport Hall of Fame Executive Board.
Oh,
can you believe that?
Goodness.
This guy.
Hall of Fame bound.
This guy over here. So,
man.
I'm not going to the Hall of Fame. I'm part of the executive board, but there's local dignitaries like the Honorable Mayor Rusty Bailey from Riverside, athletic directors from UC Riverside, Cal Baptist University. So, some pretty heavy hitters in our local community.
Do you decide who gets into the Hall of Fame?
I think we do.
Oh, man. So you got the vote.
I think so. We have our first meeting on August 12th, but yours truly, Pep Fernandez, is now an executive team member on the Riverside Sport Hall of Fame, and it now falls under the umbrella of the Riverside Sports Commission with Debbie Guthrie. Debbie reached out to me. Debbie, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I'm excited about this. August 12th, we're going to sit down, we're going to crunch some numbers, we're going to throw out some ideas, do some brainstorming.
Some iced coffee.
Might be some iced coffee. I'll make it. If someone's brewing coffee, I'll go. I'm the barista over here. I'll go make the iced coffee for everyone in attendance. But right now, we got to go to the Spoiled Quick Quality Oil Change Celebrity Hotline. It's got to be our guy, USC quarterback, Cody Kessler. Cody, what is cracking, brother?
There he is.
Hey, Cody, what's cracking, brother?
Not much.
Hey, we appreciate you joining us here on the Inland Sports Show on Fox Sports Radio 1350 AM. First off, coming out of Pac-12 Media Day, everyone's picking USC to win the whole thing, man. I mean, that must feel good coming back for your final senior season, that the expectations are that high for the Trojans, right?
Yeah, it's pretty cool. And you know, I've never been big in the whole hype thing and getting that. But, you know, these guys, I was telling people yesterday at Media Day, you know, these guys have worked so hard. This offseason, you know, my teammates, and you know, I've been through so much these last couple of years with the sanctions and everything. It's cool for them, you know. I'm excited for them. They get a little recognition that they deserve. You know, we've been working really hard, and these guys deserve it. And I know them. You know, that's not going to go to their head, and they're going to be okay. But yeah, I mean, it's cool to see that. You know, it's cool to see this. You know, some confidence in that. People really believe in us, which can, you know, ultimately give some more confidence to our guys.
Cody, does this season feel any different than the previous ones for the simple fact that I feel like you guys are the hunted now instead of the hunter? Like, the expectations are so big, you know, national championship talk, Heisman talk. I mean, does this season feel different going into it with those expectations so high?
Yeah, I mean, just preseason-wise, you know, things here and there, like you said, you know, before we weren't the team to beat in the Pac-12, and now, you know, people are picking us to be that team. even nationally a little bit. We had, I think, a top 10 ranking that just came out or something. But, yeah, I mean, it still obviously doesn't mean anything. It's preseason rankings, and you still have to go out and play the games, and we still got to win some games. But, yeah, it does feel a little bit different. It feels like people expect us to be back where USC was, or you know how people have been saying that for the last couple of years because of the sanctions. Yeah, it does feel like that. It's an exciting time, and I really feel like this year for us as a team is going to be for us to do that, to kind of have that breakout year. These guys are exciting. We can't wait for the season to start.
We're talking with USC quarterback Cody Kessler here on the Inland Sports Show, Fox Sports Radio, 1350 AM. Cody, this being your senior season, are you trying to enjoy the journey a little bit more, kind of soak in every moment, maybe even just practices with the guys, and just knowing that, the NFL's around the corner, but this is your senior season, last time at USC, and just trying to enjoy every single moment?
Yeah, I'm having a blast. I've been blessed to be here for the last 4 years, and this is the last time around, and it's been awesome. I'm having so much fun, and I'm excited. I'm really excited. This is the team, that's my last year. These guys are so awesome. We've been through so much together. These guys have worked so hard, and they've made my job as a quarterback and as a leader a lot easier. My roommate, obviously, is our center, Max Turk, and we're always on the same page. And Juju Smith, another guy, a receiver, who's a leader. They make my job so much easier at each position group. So this team, is one of the best that I've been on since I've been at this school, and everyone's, got the same attitude. As everyone's working towards the same goal, and that's obviously to hopefully, win a Pac-12 championship and ultimately give ourselves a chance to be playing in January for a national championship.
Hey, Cody, are you still living with Sua Cravens?
No, Sua just recently moved out.
Did you kick him out?
No, he moved out. He wanted to get Sua. We was fine. We lived for a year and we enjoyed it, but he wanted to get his own place. Sua wanted to move into. He moved to town to get his own place.
Wait, is he big time in you?
No, he's an independent guy. He wanted to get his own place. I blame him. I was like, if I would do it too, but I only got 6 months left, or however many months left. So I've been here for so long, I don't feel like moving.
Dude, moving sucks. I just did it again. It's no fun, I can tell you that.
No, I know. Trust me, it's brutal.
Hey, Cody, a little bit later in the show, we're going to have UCLA defensive tackle Kenny Clark on the show. He's a guy from Rialto High School out here in the Inland Empire. Obviously, you know who Kenny is. Can you just kind of talk about what he maybe brings to the Bruins when you see him lining up on the other side of the ball? I assume you always have to account where number 97 is when he's coming at you, right?
Yeah. I mean, their defense has a goal. Not just me, but our team trouble the last 2 years. And it's been tough, and a lot of that has to do, with their seven. Very strong, very physical. They play very well. I think this, I'm not sure. That's something that we've got to fix this year. But yeah, I mean, Coach has done a great job with those guys, and the team is very tough. They're always tough to play, and but yeah, I mean, they've gotten me the last 2 years, and a lot of that has to do, with their defense. So it'll be a fun game. I think they're our last game this year, so hopefully it'll be a big showdown in the Pac-12.
We're talking with USC quarterback Cody Kessler here on the Inland Sports Show, Fox Sports Radio, 1350 AM. And Cody, before we let you go, I just got to tell you, we've got an intern here on the show. We call him world famous Intern Angel. He's going to USC to study in the Annenberg program. I know you're an Annenberg guy now, right? You're journalism or communications, right?
Yeah, I did sociology, and I just got accepted for grad school in the summer. So I'm excited about that.
So you want to get into the broadcasting game, maybe after the NFL career's over, right?
Yeah, we'll figure it out. That's something. Yeah, but that's something that I've always been excited to do. Kind of something with have a communications background, so I could do some sort of broadcasting or reporting or something to do with football.
All right, world famous Intern Angel wants to ask you a quick question, Cody.
All right, how's it going, brother? How you doing, Cody?
Good, man. How you doing?
It's going pretty good, man. Pretty good. Just a quick question. Earlier you mentioned that preseason ranking, going 10th into the season, and you certainly, you have these Heisman, expectations all around you. Does that in any way change the way, you approach the season going in mentally?
No, I mean, it really doesn't, and that's something that you can't let happen. It's awesome. I'm not going to lie to you and say that being mentioned as a Heisman candidate or a preseason All-American or all these things, aren't really cool. Because, as a kid growing up, the Heisman Trophy, especially if you're a football player, everyone knows about that. That's a dream. But I told people I didn't come back, my last year, I didn't come back to win a Heisman. I didn't come back to be an All-American. I came back because I want to win a championship. That's the main goal, and I really feel like we have the team to do that. The preseason stuff is always awesome, and I think it just kind of gets people talking about college football. But nothing really means anything until it actually happens. The confidence part of it is cool, having the preseason stuff like that. But we're gonna have to go out and do it. And these guys, our team has done a really good job of kind of not looking into that and just keeping their heads down and working hard.
All right, and one more thing, Cody. I played some Pee Wee football with one of your newest teammates out there, Keely Ross. He's a wide receiver, freshman.
Yeah.
Can you just let us know what kind of a job he's done and how he's looking out there at camp?
Yeah, he's doing good. We've been doing the player practices. We can't do anything with the coaches yet, really, besides, we're doing workouts and player practices. But he looks good. All these freshmen, this class is awesome. It's going to be a lot of fun. And, we start fall camp this Friday. So these guys are going to get out there and kind of get to show what they can do for the first time in front of, Coach Sark and the other coaches. And, he's one of those guys that, we look forward to hopefully might have to play a little bit this year and then get thrown into the mix of things. But, it's a freshman group, and it's very talented. Yeah,
and I see all the freshmen out there with the shirts inside out training. Could you kind of go into that a little?
Yeah. So you have to, it's kind of cool. I had to do it too. Every freshman that comes to SC, I don't know how long, has to wear, you can't wear your actual logo yet. You have to earn the logo. So you got your first semester here is all, you can't wear SC logo. You can't wear anything with your number on it. Anything with the SC logo, you got to work hard, and you're a freshman, you got to earn that logo. And then I think after your first semester, then you earn the actual shirt where you can wear normal.
Hey, Cody, we appreciate the time, brother. Best of luck this season. And when a kid walks up to you and says, "Hey, I'm world famous intern Angel," just give him a high five, give him a smile. You know who he is now.
I'll see you around Annenberg, man.
Perfect. Yeah, sounds good, man.
Thanks, brother. Tell your dad, Don, I said hello.
Absolutely. Thanks for good talking to you.
All right, see you, Cody. All right, so that's USC quarterback Cody Kessler checking in here on the Inland Sports Show. World famous intern Angel with the hard-hitting questions. I love it, brother.
Had to make him think a little, He's an Annenberg guy. He's going to be high quality.
They only let the best in there, right? Cody Kessler. I mean, there's two right there, right?
It's a good filter.
All right, we're going to take a little early break here because we've got a lot to get to. Kenny Clark from UCLA is going to check in. We've got interviews with Aaron Brooks of the Oakland A's, Jered Weaver from the LA Angels, and, of course, David Zink checking in live from Minnesota. That's still to come here on the Inland Sports Show, Fox Sports Radio, 1350 AM.
If it's sports in the Inland Empire, it's on the Inland Sports Show with Pep on Fox.
could ask in Credit Karma's free and helpful
Here we
community
go.
advice section if he knew about Credit Karma, which he doesn't, so he won't. Credit Karma. Free credit scores for people who want them. Imaginary beach elephants for those who don't.
IE Sports heard right here on Fox Sports Radio 1350 and foxsportsradio1350.com. Now here's more with Pep on the Inland Sports Show.
My boy, Cody Kessler.
Awesome guy.
Always comes through. Now he's your boy,
Now
world
we're
famous
boys,
intern
and
angel.
We'll be classmates. We shooting spitballs at each other in class next year. It'll be good. It'll be a fun time.
Supposed to be back there learning broadcasting and communications and journalism.
We'll be throwing paper airplanes and having a good old time,
You
some
and
SC
Cody.
boys.
But you've got a small window because he's going to be there this fall, right?
Yeah.
Play his football season out. Who knows? Cody might even graduate early. He's a smart guy, so.
He is.
So
Well,
when
he said he was doing grad school too, so
He
that's
is?
unbelievable.
So when you see him in the hallways or in the classroom, like I said, go up, say, hey, I'm world famous intern Angel from the Inland Sports Show, Fox Sports Radio 1350 AM. Give him a high five, a little slap on the butt. I don't know. Be like, what's up?
Maybe the first, not the second.
You're listening to the Inland Sports Show, Fox Sports Radio 1350 AM. We are broadcasting live and amplified around the world on the Inland Sports YouTube channel as well. Brought to you by Adrenaline Athletic Training in Corona and Spoiled Quick Quality Oil Change right here in Riverside. We got Kenny Clark calling from UCLA in a couple minutes. The Bruins will be camping at Cal State San Bernardino beginning on August 10th. And as you heard, Cody had some great things to say about Kenny.
Oh, yeah.
And that's a guy that you don't want chasing you down. I'm sure Cody wants his offensive line to give him that little bubble so he'll feel safe back there and whirl that ball around to like guys like he mentioned, Juju Smith.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe Akili Ross, Adoree Jackson. There's a lot of guys. These are such great athletes. They can play them on the offensive side of the ball or the defensive side of the ball. So they've got a lot of options. Cody has a lot of options at USC. And, of course, Vianney Talamaival, my boy.
Yeah. Well, he's the reason Cody's doing great things, You can't build a team without the O-line. That's where the game's won.
It's the big dogs, man, down in the trenches. They make it happen. And Sua Craven's moving out. That was breaking news right here on the Inland Sports Show. Sua needs a space.
He's an independent guy.
My hunch, my conspiracy theory is maybe Cody was a little too messy for Sua.
Yeah.
I don't know that for fact.
That's possible.
But when we had Sua on the show, he said, hey, man, I love living with Cody, but Sua said, I'm a little OCD. I like everything neat and perfect. And Cody's a little bit messy for me. Little water bottles all over.
You can't
the
throw your
place.
guy under the bus like that.
No,
dude.
listen, I'm not saying it's like an episode of Hoarders. You know that TV show Hoarders, and they've got stuff everywhere? I'm not saying Cody's a hoarder. I'm just saying Sua likes everything
Some
clean
water
and
bottles.
pristine. Yeah, come on, dude. If you went in my car, there's water bottles all over the place, too.
Yeah, I'm sure, Pep.
All right, so we've got Kenny Clark coming up. Also, our exclusive interview with Halo's ace, Jered Weaver. Aaron Brooks, formerly of Cajon High School and Cal State San Bernardino. He's going to check in, but right now we go back to the Spoiled Quick Quality Oil Change Celebrity Hotline. It's UCLA football star Kenny Clark. Kenny, what's up, brother?
What's up, man? How you doing?
Dude, I'm doing great, man. I'm doing a lot better now that you're on the show. Hey, the Bruins are going camping at Cal State San Bernardino pretty soon. Is that kind of like a homecoming for you? Does it feel kind of good coming back out to the IE when you can do that for training camp?
Yeah, I mean, it feels good just because I know all my family out here, and then most of all the fans and everybody that know me for all the support. So, and I think you just get a bigger fan base coming out here this summer. So it's pretty cool.
We're talking with Kenny Clark, UCLA defensive tackle here on the Inland Sports Show, Fox Sports Radio 1350 AM. And Kenny, coming out of Pac-12 Media Day, they released those preseason polls, and I don't know if you could put a lot of weight into them, but they had UCLA at number 3 in the Pac-12 South Division. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but that seems a little low for the Bruins.
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was a little low just because of what we did last year, and we played as a group. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, we always get the lower half, or we always take the seat to everybody else. So we just have to see when the season comes out. And I mean, everybody's gonna put out what they believe, and that's everybody's opinion. So all you gotta do is respect it. You just gotta show everybody when you play on Saturday. So
you can use that as motivation, right? To kind of turn that and work it in your favor. Like, hey guys, man, they're not believing in us. We've got nothing to lose. We just go out there and let it all hang out, right?
yeah, exactly.
So
That's the whole thing.
So, Kenny, you're on all these preseason watch lists for these big-time national awards. Do you embrace those things, or you just kind of go out there and do the work and just kind of let the awards fall into place if they may?
I mean, I took time to think about when I first heard I had got the award, and I just think it's a big blessing for me and a big blessing for my family just to even get my name across those watch lists, you know. So I mean, it's just a blessing for me, and I'm thankful I'm on those watch lists, and I just got to come out and play every Saturday and just do what I have to do in order to get my to win those watch lists, man. Or whatever those names are.
So, Kenny, you were in a second-team All-Pac-12 last year. What are your individual goals for this year? Do you want to be an All-American? I mean, I'm sure the NFL's around the corner for you as well, but, I mean, do you have any individual goals, or is it all just about winning games with UCLA?
Well, first and foremost, I just want to win the most games and win the national championship at UCLA and be able to put my team and put myself in the opportunity to just be the greatest, one of the greatest teams in the Pac-12 and in the country. So, I mean, the Pac-12 title is definitely a goal for me, and hopefully the playoffs and the national championship is definitely a goal for me. But as far as, like, individually, I just want to be the greatest teammate for my team, honestly. And, I mean, the All-American and all the watch list names come with it, and that's what it is.
We're talking with Kenny Clark, defensive tackle from the UCLA football team here on the Inland Sports Show, Fox Sports 1350 AM. And Kenny, we had USC quarterback Cody Kessler on not too long ago, about 10 minutes ago here on the show, and he had some really nice things to say about you and that UCLA defense. It sounds like he doesn't want to get hit by you, that's for sure. But what can you say? I know you're just gearing up for Virginia in that first game, but obviously when UCLA and USC play, it's huge, and it's the last game of the regular season, so there could be a Pac-12 championship on the line. Can you just talk about, for us outside of USC and UCLA, what that rivalry is like between those two schools?
Man, that rivalry, it's crazy, man. It's like, especially when I know how it feels to go up there, and I'm pretty sure how they know how it feels when they come up to the Rose Bowl, but it's just amazing. I mean, how it's just the atmosphere when you go up to USC, or when just the atmosphere of a rivalry, and it just excites you. I mean, it makes you excited to play. It makes you just love football. And Cody's he's a great player. Make tough throws and make great throws. So, I mean, SC is always a challenge, and just the rivalry, man. It's important to both schools. It's important to the fans, and everybody cares about it. So, I mean, it's a big deal for us and for SC, for sure.
It sounds like Carter High School versus Rialto to me. Big-time rivalry game, right?
Yeah. Homecoming game or something.
There you go. Hey, Kenny, we really appreciate the time here on a Saturday, and I will catch up with you when you guys open up camp at Cal State San Bernardino on August 10th.
Okay, that'd be cool.
All right, thank you, Kenny. Appreciate the time, brother.
All right, thank you.
UCLA football defensive tackle Kenny Clark here on the Inland Sports Show, Fox Sports 1350. We got David Zink calling in about 5 minutes, live from Minnesota.
Correspondent work.
Man, that's big time. I mean, he had to get on a plane. He had to go watch Taijuan Walker pitch for Seattle.
He had to eat hot dogs.
He had to. No, nobody forced him. He had to. He wanted to. Anyways, we're going to talk a lot of baseball coming up here. But first, so Jered Weaver made a rehab assignment with the Inland Empire 66ers the other night. He's got a hip injury. After the game, I had a chance to interview him. He said he's feeling better. He wants to get back in the Angels rotation very soon. Problem is, the Angels rotation's actually doing really well without him. So he's got to find a spot in that rotation once he gets to be 100% healthy. But he's getting close, and we talked to him following his rehab assignment with the Inland Empire 66ers. Here's Angels ace, Jered Weaver.
Jered, seeing how close this American League West race is going to shape up here at the end, you have to kind of, hey, I want, but I also want to be 100% not hurt these guys?
Yeah, I mean, it'd be a little tougher to chew if, we weren't performing out there, but we've got 5 guys in the rotation that are throwing the ball now. Obviously, Andrew Heaney coming up and doing a great job, and and Shoemaker coming around real well again. So it makes it a little easier to swallow, knowing that the guys are out there and well. But at the same time, I still want to get out there. But I think it'd be a tougher decision. If there was two ball well and knowing that I could come. But like I said, it's a little easier to chew on when when I first came up and went 4-0 and was throwing the ball well and you got a Cy Young Award winner in Bartolo back. It's told me that was one of the toughest to make as a manager, and it was tough on me. But at the same time, I just Bartolo coming back because he was the lead guy of that team. So I don't think it's going to be any hard feelings. I just want to come back and be comfortable. I've had hip issues for 2 or 3 years now. I'd be able to work it out in between starts and get it back to where I needed to be for that 5th day. But the next day it was up, so I was kind of fighting against myself, trying to get back to where I know I could be while I was pitching with it. So it was the right thing to do. I'm one of the guys that likes to go out there and throw the ball no matter what my body's feeling like. If I can get the ball across the plate, I want to be out there. But I had a talk with the coaches and told them, hey, I think I need to cool out and get this thing back to where it needs to be. So just being able to throw my off-speed stuff out in front and getting out was a lot better. So more free and like I said, mechanically, the timing, everything towards the end. So it was nice.
And what about getting out of that 3rd inning jam?
Yeah. USC quarterback Cody Kessler, UCLA defensive tackle Kenny Clark, Angels ace Jered Weaver, all on the Inland Sports Show. We got Aaron Brooks coming up. We're going to read some tweets live on the air because I asked everyone who has the best offensive line in high school football in the Inland area. We got some good tweets. And then we're going to mix David Zink into the show.
Somewhere in there.
So Zink's got a lot of, he's got big shoes to fill. He's following up Kessler, Clark, and Jered Weaver.
Well, he has big shoes.
He does. Well, that's a good point. He's a big dude.
Yeah.
So that was Jered Weaver talking about his rehab assignment with the Inland Empire 66ers, the California League affiliate of the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. And as you heard, Jered feeling good. He's been out for the better part of a month, and he wants to get back to that rotation because right now it looks like the Angels and Astros are going to go down to the wire for this American League West championship. Are you an Angels guy?
I'm a Dodgers guy. I'm a Dodgers guy.
So your name's Angel, but
my name's Angel, but I'm a Dodger guy. I'm rebellious.
Well, David Zink is an Angel guy, and I'm sure he's sad to have missed Jered Weaver's.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was very sad. And I'm sure he's going to be sad to miss his rehab assignment, but he is in Minnesota, and the stars aligned, and he saw Taijuan Walker, formerly of Yucaipa High School, pitch a complete game, one hitter, 11 strikeouts. Just ridiculous.
Just one hit, and it was a home run, which is unfortunate, but man, one hit away, unbelievable.
Nasty, dirty, filthy. Go straight home to the shower. That's how dirty Taijuan Walker was last night against the Minnesota Twins. So Taijuan Walker, 8-7 overall on the season, and David Zink was there at the Twins ballpark to witness Yucaipa High School's Taijuan Walker coming up big time against the Twins.
What's scary is he's only 22 years old doing that. So I'd love to see what he's going to develop into as a starting pitcher.
Good point, world famous intern Angel, because he's only getting better. He's very young. Just think if he blossoms, him and King Felix, right? Felix Rodriguez.
Yeah.
Talk about a 1-2 punch there for the Seattle Mariners. So that would be huge for the Seattle Mariners to have that. They're not having a bad year. It's just the Angels and Astros have kind of had a little bit of a separation in that American League West division. And the Angels pitching has finally been coming around. And they've got Jered Weaver on the back burner now, trying to get 100% healthy. If Jered Weaver comes back 100%, returns to that old form, and the Angels are going to be in really good shape. And go ahead.
Yeah, and pair that pitching with Pujols and Mike Trout leading your lineup. You're going to be deadly come October.
Well, the Astros also both.
Are you a Dodger fan?
I'm a Dodgers fan. Hey, last night we beat the Angels.
Greg, who's your baseball team?
Dodger fan. I'm a Dodger fan.
I'm a Dodger fan, but hey, I gotta show
Some
some
blasphemy over here.
Blasphemy.
I respect.
Greg Ulate says blasphemy.
I respect greatness, man.
Man.
There we go.
You
Trout's
can't
the best
wear
player in the
red.
game.
You can't wear red.
Well, I'm not wearing any red today, Greg.
Well, David Zink, of course, it's time to call, and he's like, "What's the number?"
Oh man,
Come on, Zink. You waited till it's time to call.
you're running out of.
Let's put him on blast. He's in Minnesota. We're too far away for him to do anything right
He's
now.
probably
right?
calculating the time
Is he on a
transition.
yacht?
He asked me earlier. He's like, Pacific time? Yeah, Pacific time. All right. Let's go to the Adrenaline Athletic Training Celebrity Hotline, and I use that term loosely. It's David Zink from the Press Enterprise.
So, how you doing?
So you've already developed the accent. You've been in Minnesota, what, 2 days?
Oh, don't you know? It's a fandango. It's a stinger.
David Zink from the Press Enterprise reporting live and amplified all over the world from Minnesota as you were in attendance to see Yucaipa High School's Taijuan Walker just absolutely deal last night.
Oh, it was fantastic, Pep. You know, first of all, go out to Target Field. It's a brand new ballpark. It's beautiful, man. The fan amenities are amazing. I mean, it's just a really great. It's right downtown. We were sitting third baseline, looking right back into downtown Minneapolis. It was just like, it was fantastic, dude. It was like a dream. But then Taijuan Walker comes out and pitches this gem. He gave up one hit, a home run, that barely cleared the fence. And the rest of the night, the Twins were whipping and, you know, hitting choppy ground balls to get outs. And Taijuan was in complete control. I think it's only his second complete game of his career. So I got to see 1 of 2.
Is that a Sears portrait?
Hey, Greg Ulate, running the board here on the Inland Sports Show, Fox Sports 1350. We've got a picture up online if you're watching us live and amplified all over the world on the Inland Sports YouTube channel. And he wants to know, we've got a picture of David Zink up. He wants to know, did you take that at Sears? It looks like a portrait.
Oh, what?
Like senior photo kind of thing.
What picture is this?
I think it's your PE photo. I'm not sure.
Well, if it is, it's probably spectacular.
He says it's spectacular.
No, it's been a lot of fun, man. Minnesota's a great place. Spending time with my cousin, but going to that game last night was fantastic. And, I have to tell you, it's a big change from California to Minnesota. Everybody was so kind around here.
Oh, what?
Please and thank you are words you hear quite regularly, and people always want to help you out. I'm afraid to come back to California. I'm afraid I might get angry with people.
Man, you might just stay there, it sounds like.
Ask him how many guys are named.
I can't, man.
Well, I mean, the studio feels pretty good right now.
Hey,
You guys wouldn't be able to handle things if I wasn't there.
Of course not.
hey, Zink, Greg wants to know how many guys are named Angel out there. Not a lot of Angels?
No, there's none, man. There's a lot of Gregs and Bobs and Larrys.
Magnus, that's a nice, strong Norwegian name.
The best thing about it is Gutierrez is called in Minnesota is called Gutierrez. Gutierrez.
Like Gouda cheese. Everything's about cheese, right?
Oh, it's fantastic, though. Yeah, but I was just out at the pool hanging out talking Tennessee, UCLA football. We were just talking about Sharon Jones.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Me and my cousin, he's a big Tennessee fan, and Sharon's going off to Tennessee, and he was giving me all the latest on Sharon Jones, and I was like, this is great, little breakdown, but I'm on vacation, I'm hearing about Sharon in in Minnesota.
I hope you told him that we had Sharon Jones right here in studio on the show.
He knows. He knows he actually wanted to come on the show, and I said, man, you have never ridden a bike. You don't know how to ride a bike.
Oh, man.
Very professional level here on the Inland Sports Show. I mean, you just can't walk in the door.
Hey, actually, I was listening a little bit earlier to Kenny.
Yes.
And, what a fantastic kid.
You're just buttering up because you're a UCLA football guy. We had Cody Kessler on the show, too.
I was talking to Cody, Zink.
I heard you guys. I heard you. Weren't you loving it up with Cody there, Angel?
We're pals. We're classmates now.
Yeah, I was listening to the show, and I heard you getting your whole. I think you guys could be snapping towels and smacking butts or something.
I think he's gonna do anything and everything to avoid me next year.
So you're the creep.
Probably, yes, in this situation.
But I said, hey, Cody, if some kid walks up to you and says, hey, I'm world famous intern Angel from the Inland Sports Show, now you know who he is. He's not a weirdo. Just wants to maybe shake your hand, give him a high five. I don't know, forearm bash like Jose Canseco, Mark McGuire. I don't know, just do something. And just acknowledge world famous intern Angel. That's all I'm looking for.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hey, Go ahead.
No, one other thing. I got to say that Seattle really put on a show for the AFC or for the AL West. Minnesota's a good squad, but man, Seattle really shut them down. It was a really good game last night, man. I tell you.
Well,
It's already seen fantastic field. Anybody who wants to come to Minnesota to see a game, you have to go to Target Field. It is remarkable. What a great place to watch baseball.
Okay, so while you're walking around that outstanding ballpark, were you telling people, I know that guy. We're from the same place. Taijuan Walker, that's my boy.
Well, my sister or my cousin Chris, she makes fun of me because Taijuan Walker. She goes, we have to go and see this kid pitch, and she was kind of like dismissive of his talent. I said, this kid's deal. He throws fire. I'm telling you. And then he gets on the mound. Dude, his first 8 pitches were no less than 94 miles an hour.
That's heat.
Man.
He was just throwing canned heat, man. And he was just, BB. And they could not get around on that guy. The one guy did, but Seattle handled it pretty well. I think it was like 7-1, 7-1. I think it was 6-1.
6-1. Yeah.
Yeah. So. But I'll be heading out of here tomorrow morning bright and early. I think we're leaving from here at 7 in the morning, which is 5 o'clock your time. And then I'll be home. I'll be home before noon. And then it's back to the grind in Cali.
Please, hey, you're bringing that accent, right? You're going to take that straight into the work.
Oh, you know it's so
Bring us back some gear, Zink.
But I will make sure that I have some gear in hand.
Awesome.
Greg wants some cheese. Bring Greg Yelade a big block of cheese from Minnesota, even though it's more of a Wisconsin thing, but that's all right.
Enjoy the yacht. Enjoy the yacht.
And I also, downtown, I also went to the spot where, what was the show that she threw her hat? Mary Tyler Moore threw her hat in the air. There's a famous sitcom from Minnesota. I guess I totally missed you guys on that. You guys.
I know the name, but I don't think I've seen the show. I know the name, though.
All right, well, listen, you guys got to get back to it. I got to get back to it. We will talk again very soon.
Hey, well, safe travels, and we'll see you in studio next Saturday, right?
Yeah. Greg Yelade, peace, man. There you go. Be safe, man. And Pep, I will talk to you on Monday.
All right, see you, brother.
Peace.
David Zink from the Press Enterprise reporting live and amplified from Minnesota, the site where Taijuan Walker from Yucaipa High School tossed a gem last night to the Twins. We're going to break here because we've got a lot more to get to. We're going to read some of your tweets live on the air about the best offensive line in high school football in the Inland area, plus our exclusive interview with Aaron Brooks, local guy making his Oakland A's debut tonight. He will get the start against the Cleveland Indians tonight. Not tomorrow, not next week, tonight. Very exclusive. Aaron Brooks coming up here on the Inland Sports Show, Fox Sports Radio, 1350 AM. mic is open.
It's a free app.
Here we go.
Download it today or
by.
listen on iHeartRadio.com.
Perfect.
IE Sports heard right here on Fox Sports Radio 1350 and FoxSportsRadio1350.com. Now here's more with Pep on the Inland Sports Show.
And welcome back to the Inland Sports Show on Fox Sports Radio, 1350 AM, all across the Inland Empire. Now joining us, the newest member of the Oakland A's, getting his first start today against the Cleveland Indians. It's Aaron Brooks, the pride of Cajon High School and Cal State San Bernardino. And Aaron, first off, let me ask you, when you see the trade deadline approaching, did you know your name was out there, and how did you get the news of the trade from the Royals to the A's?
I did kind of know the Royals were in the guys with most of the minor leagues, so down in the minor leagues, so I was gonna have a feeling that I was gonna have a lot of locker room. I honestly didn't think that it would be me, just given the circumstances, and just a couple days earlier they had traded away one of my other teammates, so I really had no idea at the time. I heard from
Okay, so coming out of this, we're going to talk about those trades, about the best
Offensive line or trio?
offensive line. We did the trio last week.
Now, obviously, the Kansas City Royals, the whole organization has turned things around.
The whole organization has turned things around, and they're playing great baseball. But for you personally, I mean, this could be a really good thing to go to Oakland, right?
I would definitely say so. I would definitely say so. Just give the opportunity, like you said, throwing. Just give the opportunity, like you said, throwing. And start and here with the A's, running with it.
Now the A's traditionally they like that.
Now the A's traditionally they like that.
If you can prove yourself, they're going to let you play.
If you can prove yourself, they're going to let you play.
Is it your job now to just hold on to that and be like, you know what,
your job now to just hold on to that and be like, you know what, I'm one of your 5 starters, and I'm not going to let this job go.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what it is. I think that's exactly what it is. Up in the big leagues, they're going to give you the ball until you in the big leagues, they're going to give you the ball until you can't continue to take the ball. And for me, it's just real fuse to take that ball and not get that opportunity.
We're talking with Aaron Brooks, the newest member of the Oakland Athletics and a trade from Kansas City.
Oakland Athletics and a trade from Kansas City.
Aaron, I've heard that your family, I don't know if it was you personally, but your family are huge Angel fans.
But your family are huge Angel fans. Is that right?
Definitely growing up. Definitely growing up. The whole family's kind of been Angels fans. We've had a couple of Dodgers fans here and there, so that's always been the top here and there. So that's always been the top family reunions and whatnot. But yeah, I mean, it goes to as far as my dad had an Angel memorabilia room when they won the World Series. So for me to be back all the way back on the West Coast,
Well, have you?
Awesome for them.
Well, have you or your dad checked the A's schedule to see when they're at the Big A? And what do you think that moment will be like if you can get the ball and throw against the Halos?
I actually was looking across our schedule with my girlfriend and saw that we play them later on in the season. So, yeah, I think there's going to be a lot of mixed emotions in that stadium with my family because of growing up, their whole life Angel fans, and now all of a sudden I'm throwing against them. But I know that they wouldn't even think about wearing an Angels jersey in that day.
Well, what do you think the keys are on Saturday night when you go, line up against Cleveland? What do you have to do to go out there and really just make a good first impression with the A's?
I think I just got to be myself. I mean, I think that there's obviously a reason why they got me and they're giving me this opportunity, and I think it's because they've seen me just be myself, go out there, throw strikes, keep the ball down, use the defense, get ground balls, and get ahead of hitters and use all my pitches and keep them off balance. I mean, for me, I'm just going to go out there and try to treat it, like another start. Obviously, it's completely upside down from what I imagine my next start would be like, but in the end, I mean, I got to go out there and do a job, and I can't think about that. So, really looking forward to it, and should be fun.
It's Aaron Brooks, the pride of Cajon High School, Cal State San Bernardino. And Aaron, we appreciate you joining us on the one and only Inland Sports Show on Fox Sports Radio, 1350 AM.
Not a problem. Thanks for having me.
And welcome back to the Inland Sports Show on Fox Sports Radio, 1350 AM, all across the Inland Empire. Now joining us, the newest member of the Oakland A's, getting his first start today against...
He is living the dream. Booyah right there, right?
Yep. But awesome to see an IE guy go out there and do it. And, man, he's only 25 years old, so he's got a lot of Major League Baseball ahead of him.
And Oakland A's, man, I think that's a great fit. I know they're having kind of a down season.
Yep.
And they were selling some of their key players to other teams and still in the playoff hunt. But I think going forward, this could be a great fit for Aaron Brooks, and I'm really excited about it for him. All right, now we got a couple more minutes. We want to dive into a little more high school football. We've been all over talking a lot of UCLA football, USC football, talking with Jered Weaver, Aaron Brooks, David Zink, breaking down Taijuan Walker's outing last night in Minnesota. But we like to do the whole social media thing. We put it out there. Last week, the best trio, talking quarterback, running back, wide receiver, who's the best in the inland area. Well, this week, we did who's the best offensive line in the inland area. We got to give a shout-out to the big dogs up front working the trenches, as I think it was Keith Jackson, the old broadcaster, would say, the old big uglies down in the trenches.
That's what the game's won, Pep.
It is. It's one at the line, world-famous intern Angel. You go ahead and... I'm sure Cody Kessler would agree with you right there. Keep his jersey nice and clean, right?
That's what it's all about.
Back there. But let's play, if you're watching us live and amplified all over the world, I'm going to punch up some of the tweets so you can actually see them as well. But let's start with Anthony Catalano, quarterback.
He's always the first one to jump on.
Anthony's my boy. Wears number 8, just like that long tradition at Centennial. All the good quarterbacks wear number 8. He's my boy. He chimed in. He tweeted this. Corona Centennial wins again. My O-line, for sure. No other group will account for more yards or points than they do.
Oh, man.
He makes a good point. Daniel Juarez, also, he's a Centennial offensive lineman. Come on, Pep. You know our running backs always setting records behind us.
Come on, Pep.
That's also true. Come on, Pep. I know that. Daniel, you're the man, too. You know I love you, brother. Kyle Hoppy's dad. Now, Kyle Hoppy was a stud offensive lineman for Chaparral last season. His dad chimed in, says, hey, look out for Chaparral. 2 to 3 sophomores on that O-line. So they're good, and they're young. So they're going to be around for a while, too, at Chaparral. And Heritage, we got a tweet from them if you're watching us live and amplified. It's going to punch up in just a second. It says, you know, Heritage doesn't usually have the biggest lineman in our league. So watch out for us this year. So, Heritage, something up their sleeve. The Patriots got to be blocking for their quarterback, Brett Virgil. Hashtag Brett the quarterback. He's famous on Twitter, right? You got to make sure he's doing good back there in the pocket. My boy, Lawrence Morgan, the quarterback for La Sierra, says, our Hogs will be ready at La Sierra. Hashtag Redskin reference. You know, the Redskins, the Washington Redskins, they had the Hogs. So he says, our Hogs will be ready.
It's a promise.
You know, it's the quarterbacks really chiming in here, you know, because they need their offensive linemen, right, to really step up and give them time to make plays in the pocket. And, of course, it really ignites the running game, right? The guys up front got to be pushing other guys around. So there you go. Centennial, Chaparral. Look out for Heritage. We heard it right here first. Look out for Heritage. And La Sierra also chiming in here on the Inland Sports Show, Fox Sports Radio, 1350 AM.
What I'll say about that Centennial offensive line is, I mean, when you have someone as gifted as J.J. Taylor back there in the backfield, you know he's going to make plays, but J.J. Taylor's making no plays without those guys up front. And, man, the offensive line is everything. I mean, the camera angle doesn't go to them after the touchdown, but you know they're the reason it happens.
Bonner, too, the other running back for Centennial, he's good, too. You know what I love about Centennial? When I first got here, the running back was Romello Goodman. Little guy. So at Centennial, I mean, they grown big. They've got big offensive linemen. And the running backs are normally pretty little guys. And they just hide behind that offensive line. And you can't see what hole they're bursting through. Like, they bounce outside. I mean, you can't see them. You just see this huge offensive line. And by the time you pick up that running back, he's gone. I mean, he's already gone.
Little Jacob Guglielmanes.
Jacob Guglo, man. You know, we got to get him back on the show. He's going to be a stud at the University of Redlands this upcoming season. But, yeah, Centennial doing big things. And, of course, they always chime in. And you can't really go wrong when you pick Centennial, right?
Definitely. And, I mean, you just saw where Max Prep ranks them. I think they were, like, top 6, top 5 in the nation. So, I mean, they're going to do big things. Logan's always doing big things. They're big in the weight room. So that translates to it, man.
Centennial has set the bar sky high for everybody else. But you know who Max Prep's had at number 1 in the nation? De La Salle. So the team, you know, if everything ran its course like we think it probably should, defending Pac-5 champion Centennial will take care of business once again, and they will meet for the state championship with their rival, De La Salle. But De La Salle is a private school. When you talk about public schools, nobody does it better than Centennial High School, Mount Logan. Am I right?
You're right.
We've got a lot of great programs in the IE, Vista Marietta, Heritage, Rancho Verde. I could go on and on. I'm not meaning to leave anybody out, but there's a lot of good teams out here. But what Centennial has done in the last decade and a half, it's
unparalleled.
It's ridiculous. I mean, you can't argue against what they've done and really helping put the Inland Empire in terms of high school football on the map.
Well, I mean, I think it all starts with the head coaching. I mean, last year when Centennial was making that state title run, you heard Matt Logan complaining because they were already losing ground for this upcoming season. So
that's a good point.
It all starts with, you know, the head coaching and you see that from the college to the pros to, you know, Pee Wee football. It's all about the coaching.
It was like the Saturday before Christmas, and he's like, you know what? Super excited to be playing De La Salle for the state championship, but man, I'm so far behind for next year. I hope we can bounce back. I mean, he's already looking ahead. Anyways, the Inland Sports Show is brought to you by Adrenaline Athletic Training in Corona. They got the sports academy teams for baseball and softball. They do a lot of things there. They'll train you in football. Leonard Russell, former NFL star, he's there doing the workouts personally. So check out adrenalineathletic.com for all the details. And Spoiled, quick quality oil change right here in Riverside. You know, I'm going to meet with Bill Navigato. He owns Spoiled. We're going to give away some oil changes, more oil changes here on the show. And I'd love to get Bill in here in studio. I mean, his son's one still at Riverside Poly. His other one is a baseball player at Cal Baptist University. So he's really in the local sports scene as well. So maybe we'll get him in studio, have a little fun with Bill Navigato from Spoiled, quick quality oil change as well. So let's run down the show real quick that we just had. Awesome. This will blow your mind. Clean off. We've got Cody Kessler, USC quarterback. Kenny Clark, defensive tackle from UCLA. The Bruins will be camping at Cal State San Bernardino on August 10th, and Inland Sports will be there live. We've got that covered from head to toe. We had Jered Weaver, ace pitcher for the Angels. We had Aaron Brooks, newest member of the Oakland A's, getting the start tonight against Cleveland Indians. That's a 6:05 first pitch, so if you want to watch it, check out Aaron Brooks, local guy making it big time with the Oakland A's. And, of course, another guy named David Zink.
Last but not least.
It was all building up to that, right? The David Zink moment. But he was live from Minnesota. Pretty cool as he was breaking down that Taijuan Walker outing last night for the Seattle Mariners against the Minnesota
Someone
Twins.
is kicking themselves because they missed the David Zink call.
They can watch it online on the Inland Sports YouTube channel again and again and again. For world-famous intern angel Greg Gillate, running the ship on Pep Fernandez. We will see you again next Saturday, 11 a.m. on the one and only Inland Sports Show, Fox Sports Radio, 1350 a.m.